Let's get to business now with Nona. Hi, Nona. What gifts do you bring this afternoon?
Well, I have some numbers for you.
Yes, apparently the economy is slowing down but could bounce back.
Well, it's doing not too badly. The first quarter of the year, our numbers for the first quarter only have come out today. So the first quarter being the first 3 months.
Yep.
And that was the period ending March 31st. So our annual growth there was 2.5%, which is what the market was expecting. And
it's a pretty tidy figure as well.
2.5%, it's easy to say, right? And also,
but it's good too.
0.6% for quarter-on-quarter growth, which is pretty good. And that was exactly what the market was expecting. Now, they're expecting also that this quarter, which is ending June 30th, has seen a bit of an increase, well, a slowdown. And that's because some of the numbers we've seen coming through this month, we've talked about those here in this program, just the slowing services sector, slowing manufacturing, those numbers are going to start to roll through into the second quarter numbers, which are probably going to be slower than the first quarter. But later this year, they're expected to pick up again.
How much later in the year?
Could be, well, it's all depending on one big factor, which is whether the Reserve Bank makes good on their indication and then cuts interest rates. That would stimulate the economy. Now, that's something we're seeing all around the world now because the U.S. Federal Reserve came out today and indicated that its next move will likely be down. Possibly there might be 2 moves down. And that's really sent a wave across the globe. So we're starting to see maybe even Japan might loosen its monetary policy. This would definitely stimulate economic growth everywhere if you start to see central banks globally, and especially the really big economies, easing back on interest rates. So yeah, we could definitely see some change. And that was reflected in our currency today. Mm-hmm. So we perked up quite a lot as a result of that. Not so much because of our GDP numbers, because that was what was in line with expectations. But overall, the New Zealand dollar is trading at 65.7 cents. And 95.3 Australian and 51.8 British pence. And the reason why the pence is a little bit down is because that central bank is indicating a little bit more of a hawkish tone because of the election and so on. Things might change around a bit in the in England, so or rather the UK. So we'll see what happens there. There's definitely a lot of dynamics going on. One of the things that's really interesting is that gold hit a really, a new record. Well, I shouldn't say a new record, but it hasn't been at these levels, I think, since 2013.
Should have got myself some gold.
Yeah, you should have got yourself some gold. It broke through a barrier where it's been stuck, for, many, many years. So it got up as high as $1,392.30 US today. So there you go. And let's see, what else do we have?
Yeah, what about on the markets generally? Anything of note?
Our market, other than Air New Zealand's chief executive stepping down, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Hey, and while you say that, Nona, it's a good point. We should say after 6 there'll be more from Nona because you did actually have an opportunity to talk to the departing boss.
I did,
so
indeed.
we'll bring you that interview a little later.
And so we closed down just 14 points, not very much down. 10,291, still a very strong number there, Lisa, above 10,000.
Fantastic. Thanks, Nona. Nona's off on holiday, so we'll miss her for a couple of weeks.